All right, guys, let's get down to it and try and help make you some money. Today, I'm suggesting Angie's List. The symbol is ANGI. Now, last spring, my sister-in-law referred a handyman to my wife, and, well, he promptly ran around the house doing all kinds of jobs. And I got to tell you something. She was thrilled. Every day I came home, she says, this guy is amazing. But there was something wrong. You know what? He began to rebuild the stairs to our front door. And it was really clear at that point, this guy was completely in over his head. Then here's the thing. A couple days later, in the middle of a project, he gets a phone call, and he said, I won a lottery. He bolted, and he never came back. All he left behind was a huge, huge mess. So it turns out almost every single thing that he worked on was a bust. My wife finally began to use Angie's List, and it's been great ever since then. Now, I actually interviewed Angie on this network before, and I was already an owner of the stock and a fan of the company. It was up huge today. Earnings, you can see that spike there, up really. I think the company's figured it out, right? Their paid membership was down, but total membership now over 3 million. Acquisition costs declined to $27 from $70. Full year service providers soared, and the revenue from service providers, $64 million. That was up 26%. You know, you can get all kinds of things now. I mean, help on resumes, remote computer tune-ups, even movers. So full year guidance for this year, going to be great. But what I really like is cash flow, EBITDA, $30 million. This year it was last year was $4.2 million. The year before that, actually a negative $19 million. I think that underscores the improving financial health of this company. A couple of weeks ago, there was talk of it in the rumor mill, maybe a takeover. These numbers actually make it more likely that a deal could happen, but I wouldn't get into it because of that. I think the stock probably at some point go much higher. Remember, this was a $26 stock back in 2013. So first you rallied at $10. Then from there, I think it could go to $15. Maybe not this year, but certainly I think it could. Higher than average risk. I'm going to tell you that right out of the gate. Short term, it could be a pop. It closed really strong today. Long term, I like it. Matt, what do you make of it?
Angie should be on our Angie's list looking for some management to run this darn company. I mean, my goodness. I can't argue with the numbers today, Charles. It warranted that big move that it had. This company's been in existence for 20 years. It's never had an annual profit. It's supposed to maybe 2016, but it's taken them 20 years to figure this out, and now there's just too much competition out there.
It's the Jeff Bezos model, my man.
Oh, man, I can't get behind it.
You're the small cap expert, Chris.
I think it was a classic short squeeze. You know, it's been a name out there that people have been short. You know, I wouldn't take too much for the move today. We would have to see probably another quarter or two of some consistency. They did put some top-line growth, margin improvement. Those are things we like in this market, but I'm not convinced yet.
All right, guys, we got to leave it there.